The Dish. It's a film. The story follows four main guys: Mitch, Glenn, Mal, and Cliff, and yeah, you'll probably recognize one or two of these guys. This guy is this guy, and this guy is this guy, and this guy. And okay, it's 1969, and the world is buzzing with chatter of the moon landing. NASA, obviously wanting some way to document the expedition, contacts the park's research center. The film was produced by Working Dog Productions, who have made so many other gems such as The Castle and Any Questions for Ben? Yeah, I haven't heard of them either. So how can such a relatively unknown film company get such big names? Well, the film's goal was all about creating a sense of national pride and building emotional connections. And what better way to build an emotional connection with a character than to get an actor who your audience is already emotionally connected to? But more than that, the dish sought to create a sense of global unity, showing the Americans represented by Al and the Australians teaming up to broadcast the moon landing. Now, am I overanalyzing the film? Yes.
But today, I'm going to be showing you 3 scenes from the dish that really showcase the use of
Classical Australian humour and historical events to build a sense of national pride and unite the globe in one great story. While this scene is short, it provides a lot of the personality of the film. All of the lighting on the crowd is warm, all of the lighting behind it is cold. Then all of the shots of the stage are this cold blue lighting, showing that the Prime Minister, who's on stage at the time, probably feels a bit more anxious than the rest of the crowd. All of the shots of the crowd are at like a medium shot, so you have waist up, but all of the shots on stage are long shots showing the whole crowd, making it feel distant and separate from the rest of the shots. There are 2 other shots that are different, and that is a close-up of the Prime Minister when he's speaking and a close-up of his wife when she is speaking. So the gag of the scene goes something like this. Prime Minister goes up on stage and says, "Everybody please stand for the American National Anthem," and the band continues to play this. So while being just a silly little filler scene for the film, it really emulates that Australian self-deprecating humour which Australians watching the film will enjoy, and this helps build a funny, light atmosphere which boosts the authentic feel of the film. The Hayride. One of the most visually gorgeous scenes in the entire film. Also, funnily enough, one of the heaviest chunks of emotional mass that decided to grace the screen in its 1.5 hour runtime. The whole shot is filmed on location in the afternoon, which fills the entire scene with this soft golden lighting. Shots of the dish itself are at extreme long shots. Shots of the characters are at extreme close-ups. But something I noticed is that the sky on Al's side is this light blue, emulating his excited and hopeful nature. But then on Cliff's side, the sky is this darker blue, maybe referencing his darker past and the weight of his wife passing. I don't know if this is actually what they intended, but I do think it pushes the emotions of what they're talking about. So he says the line, something about putting a footprint on the moon makes our spirits soar. It's a simple line, but it captures the entire essence of the uniformity of the world at that time. The fact that across the world, everywhere, everyone was waiting to achieve one goal, and that was just getting a man on the moon. The moon landing. Very much the climax of the film, and one of the most whimsical scenes in the whole movie. Now, primarily, this scene is just shots of the actual moon landing, with extreme close-ups of the TV showing the original footage of Neil Armstrong setting foot on the moon. But it's the actions that are happening in the background that we want to focus on. Prime Minister and his family sat there, the boy pointing to the screen and saying, "It's Armstrong!" The lady who's giving her poetry simply sits down because the event was so momentous that no one could do anything but watch. Now, this scene is long and it is chock-a-block full of different techniques, so I'm going to do a quick fire round of all the techniques used in this scene. Mid shot of the Prime Minister and his family, wide shot of the woman in front of the screen, mid shot of the Prime Minister sitting back down, extreme close up of the TV, close up of a man, close up of the TV, wide shot of a crowd, close shot of the Prime Minister's wife, wide shot of a classroom, slight pan from right to left of Patrick Warburton. Shots move from inside the dish and to the moon and to places all around the world as the entire world sits down and watches the occasion. All the shots of the moon landing are in black and white, all the shots in the rooms are mostly cooler colors, and all the shots in the dish are these warm, yellow colors. You can see this in the shots of different cultures. You can see someone in India, you could see China, you could see all of these different countries watching the moon landing. And there's a very crucial shot where just as Armstrong steps onto the moon, the Prime Minister of Australia gets a note, and in the note it says, "The pictures are from us." And the room erupts in applause and cheers, and some cry and some are excited, because the pride they felt for their country was so real at that moment, and the fact that the thing that was getting streamed all around the world came from them. So, the dish uses contextual and historical events, Australian humour, purposeful casting, and the overall style of filming to create and give off a sense of Australian pride and global unity throughout the entire film. If you haven't watched The Dish, I highly recommend you go and watch it. But my name is Judge Smudge, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I'll see you next time.